You're watching News at Prime. Let's bring you this now. Civic groups are threatening to approach the Constitutional Court should they not have success with setting aside the social relief of distress grant regulations. The matter is currently being heard in the High Court. Ziniko Mhlaba has more.
Two social groups continue with their fight against the regulations which are used to determine who qualifies to get the SRD grant and who does not. While the debate continues legally inside court, let's bring to this conversation now the spokesperson of #PayTheGrant so that they give us some sense of how far they're willing to go with this battle. General Moyo speaks for #PayTheGrant. Say thank you very much for your time. Talk to us about some of the practical problems faced by the people on the ground, especially those who do qualify but unfortunately are not getting the grant. What are some of the realities that you guys confront on the ground as activists?
As activists, what is actually prevailing on the ground is that people have been excluded in a measure that is a clandestine way, that the regulations that have been promulgated are actually forcing people out of the system in a way that they don't realize the realities of the people on the ground, whereby people are forced to have smartphones, people are forced to live with 370 with the high cost of living. So those are the problems and challenges that we are facing on a daily basis, whereby people are actually getting even frustrated even to try those online processes of even applying or appealing. So those are the exclusionary measures that we are challenging.
I mean, Treasury has been saying that, as much as they would like to ensure that everyone gets the grant, fiscally they are a bit stretched and there is no enough money on their coffers to ensure that everyone gets the grant that they deserve. But also the issue of the regulations, saying that the regulations are there, but they can never please everyone. What's your response to that?
Yeah, actually, we've been hearing this rhetoric and this ignorance from the Treasury side, which are not informed by the realities on the ground, because he mentioned even lately that the transition to the universal basic income grant is not something which is in his agenda. So we are not surprised by such utterances from his side, because we know he doesn't actually care much about these SRD grants, because they are not informed by the realities of the value of this grant and the impact that it does on the people that are receiving this grant.
One last question, my brother, if you can answer it in a minute. How far do you think you're willing to go in terms of fighting this battle should you lose this particular matter in this court?
Actually, we are willing to go all out to as far as the Constitutional Court, because what we are challenging is the constitutional obligations of the state, which we don't actually expect that can be understood by other people except the Constitutional Court, which got the constitutional mandate to actually outline the constitutional obligations of the state and the institutions of the state, such as SASSA and the DSD, including the Treasury.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moyo, for your time. I appreciate it, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's General Moyo there, who is the spokesperson of one of the organizations that has brought this application before the Pretoria High Court, saying that they are willing to go as far as the Constitutional Court should they not be successful in this particular court. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ziniko Mhlaba in Pretoria.